This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and the lock I have for you today is an MCM brand, model E8 Dimple lock. This was sent to me by Bosnian Bill in the Lock Lab, so Bill, thank you very much for all of the locks that you sent my way. This lock works absolutely beautifully. Looks like a pretty standard 6-pin dimple lock, but we are going to see how tough this guy is to get into. Right off the bat, looking at the keyway here, I can see one potential problem with the warding that comes down on the right side of the pins. It might be an issue if we were using a flat flag, but if you use a curved flag like this, hopefully we will be able to reach around that bit of warding and set even the highest cut pins. Okay, let's get started picking. Get some tension in there, and let's find a binder. Okay, number 1, click out of him. 2, definitely binding. Got a click and a little bit of movement on the core. Little click out of 3. Nothing on 4, 5, and 6. Little counter rotation there. Okay, got him set, but we definitely dropped something. Okay, I was behind number 3 stuck, and I had to reset him. Going back to 1. Counter rotation. Got him set. Nothing on 2. Click out of 3. Nothing on 4, 5, or 6. Back to number 2. Sorry, nothing on 1. 2 put us into that nice deep false set. 3, nothing there. 4, okay, 4's giving us counter rotation. Got him set, I think, but we definitely dropped something. Let's start from the beginning. 1, 2, okay, and that opened us up. Okay, so a pretty nice little pick out of this MCM. Certainly at least a couple of security pins in here, but let's take it apart and see what's inside. Okay, to get this apart, it looks like we have a pretty standard spring clip. Let me relock this thing. I'll make gutting just a bit easier. Okay, to get this spring clip off, let's try our little tool here. Okay, and all we should need is a key and the follower now. Okay, let's dump these key pins out. Serrated on 1, serrated on 2, standard in 3, serrated in 4, standard in 5, and serrated in 6. Wow, great pinning here. You don't see serrated key pins in an awful lot of locks. Okay, let's see what the driver pins are. Okay, number 1 is a very deep spool. 2 is a modified standard pin with narrowings on the ends. Same thing on 3. 4 is another deep spool. Okay, 5 is another one of those modified standards. And 6 is another deep spool. And let's take a look at the springs. Yep, they all look like they're all the same kind. Pretty normal, no surprises there. Okay, all in all, a pretty impressive little lock here. Let me give you a close-up of all this. Okay, like I said before, we have 4 serrated key pins in slots 1, 2, 4, and 6. And then 2 standard key pins in slots 3 and 5. Then moving up to our driver pins, we have 3 spools in slots 1, 4, and 6. And then we have 3 modified standard pins with little narrowed ends in slots 2, 3, and 5. If we zoom in on those modified standards, it looks like they have angled edges on them. So it's really hard to tell. If so, that might make them just a little bit harder to pick. Then moving over to the core, let's see, looks like we have a little bit of drill protection, a rod, a hardened insert right in front of the pin stack, and everything else looks pretty normal. Okay, it looks like there might be something akin to serrations on the inside of the core there. I can't tell if that's serrations or just rough machining. I think it's probably the latter, just rough machining and a little bit of wishful thinking on my part. Okay, so that's all I have for you on this MCM Model E8. Bill, thank you very much for sending this my way. To everyone else, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.